Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars. So here we are on our fun little colony, and we have just set up a blueprint for a medium-sized dome. This is going to be a very good boost for our economy. I think we will be able to have a bunch more people now, and maybe specialize some things out further. So a couple of the things I was looking at is now maybe some of the aesthetics, and I just happened to notice that these things like our living complexes have different skins. So I thought it would be a fun little thing to maybe go through a couple of buildings and see what we can and cannot change. And at the moment it is, oh dear, is it only our houses? Oh well that's okay. It still looks good, that's all that matters. And you know what, just for a little bit of difference, we shall go with those ones. Do the schools get anything? No. Alright, well that's not too bad. Now we have a rocket ship that's just west of land. Oh, the Eternal Summer is back again for the cryogenics. Okay, so, I had not accounted for that. Well, the machine parts are no issue, but the electronics will be a bit of a pain. So let's quickly plan out a few things. This one is already ready to send off for another deposit of rare metals. So, you know what? Let's just tell you to go home. And over here, we should probably figure out what we need to do to make this work. Now, we're going to need some more polymers and other things, so I think we should also set up a handful of storages around. Alright, not a universal depot. We want specific depots. So we're going to do food. We'll place this near the entrance. That's fine. We will deal with the distance in a second. We will also go for some, where is it? Rare metals? Where are they? Here we go. We'll put that over here. And we will also need, what else do we want? Probably some machine parts. Put that, again, nice and close. Come on, here we go. That'll work. And another one for polymers. We will just make sure that they're nice and accessible. So polymers, machine parts, and food. Those will be the things coming from one side to another. And the metals should go there. And for concrete, we already have... Actually, you know what? We should probably just make another one for concrete as well. And we'll pop that on this side, so it's nice and accessible. Alright, now there's a couple more things that we're going to need to make this work. So I'm thinking we should be putting down one of our new drone hubs. Alright, so where can we currently place them? You know what? Right next to the dome is probably a good spot to put. We have a little bit of room to drive around them. And we should be able to... Yeah, we have a good amount of overlap in the middle. Yeah, you're right. We will put that down there. And then we also are going to need some more power. So we will... How much power does our new dome need? Just quickly check that. It's going to need a minimum of 30. Alright, and the drone hub's going to take another 3, so we're looking at 33. I think we should probably go with... What do we want? Maybe a couple of wind turbines? Since we know that they're probably the best production of power outside of a nuclear. Do we want to make it a single grid? Ooh. You know what? Maybe we do. But we might have a power switch so we can actually cut off the power between one set and the other. So while everything is good, we can do that, but we'll keep some battery banks and things like that around here. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a reasonable plan. So let's plan that out. We probably just want to connect straight through from here to there. So let's have a look. Power cable. We will place one. Those are touching, so they're not necessary. We can put that right here. And we will run that out for a cost of 1. Alright. And then we can go for some power switch. Must be built on a complete... Okay, so we'll come back and do that later. Okay. I wasn't sure how they worked. Power cable, keep going from here, and let us see how far we can take it. Let's keep it nice and tight to the mountain. And then from there, we'll probably... You know what, we can just connect it up here. Yeah, that seems like a good enough plan. There, and if we click there, we can go around. And that all intersects nicely. Alright. I know that technically finishes the grid, but I don't want to have that as a single source of failure. So, let's get that up and rolling. Alright. Let's bring in the Eternal Summer. Bring them down. And actually, we should probably make them a low priority because we don't want to use all of our machine parts before we get more. They're flying to Earth. They're questing, and our other one is back there. You know what? Let's go to our resupply, and I guess we just bring it back. It's the only way we can make exports, so make 15. No, let's go up to 30. Actually, that will break us even. Yeah, you know what? That'll be fine. That'll break us even, and we also do get to make our money back when we send off that, and they will cover the shipping expenses of getting our rocket here. So we're not further ahead or further behind, we're just at a different place. But we have gained more reputation with them, I hope. Not that they measure our reputation, but I would like to think that if something goes wrong, there'll be more understanding. Alright, so here we have a... What's that? The power switch here? Here or here? Still connected to the grid. Let's go there. Just to make sure that no... if it can work around the kind of redundant. Alright, and now since we have our RC commander, let's pop them over here and see if we can get that all working. Alright, and... Oops, sorry. Oh, that'll do. You're doing what you need to.
Resources are low.
Let's go for... If we right-click here and we go to our atomic accumulator, I think we should place one of those.
Funding received.
Right next to everything here. Right next to here? Yeah, you know what? That is a good place. Right next to our drones, right next to all of that. And then we can place a toggle switch just after it.
Sector scan.
Alright. Ooh, a new anomaly. Fantastic. What are we going to find? RC Explorer. Here you go. Tell me what you will learn. And okay, so the Eternal Summer has already gone. And we now have... ready to land. Cool. Let's pop you down. And get you ready to start making more money for us yet again. How are things going in our colony? Our university's going pretty good. Coming out with some more educated individuals. Our food is still coming along very nicely. Actually, thinking about things, if we...
Research complete.
General training. Okay, so now colonists without the proper specialization suffer a lower work penalty. I don't know if we actually have anyone in the incorrect workplace. Now your morale's been hurt a little. Okay, so we have a... Why do we have a geologist in the farm? That is peculiar. Do we not have a botanist? Alright, medic, geologist, engineer. No specialization. They're at the universities. We have no botanist anymore. Okay, we should probably maybe go back to... What do they do now? You know what? Let's make you a botanist. Yeah, you know what? We will do that.
Anomaly analyzed.
Alright, and that was 1.5 thousand science. Alright. Let's have a look. Okay, so our... It's a spy building, has large capacity, more effective than the infirmary. Okay, that's not bad. What else do we want? I'm thinking maybe... Now that would be good. Ooh, plasma cutters could be really good actually. But I dare say we probably want something to do with more housing. If we can find some smaller housing options, that could be really useful. Because it means we may be able to get rid of some of those smaller buildings and pop in more housing. Yeah. That's probably what we want to do. Okay, hang on. Was that a drone battery? Okay. For a second then I thought it was all battery. Energy breakdowns, institutes. That could be good. Sanatoriums, decorations. Amplification. What's the arcology? That is a comfortable living space. That's a spire. Okay. You know what? That actually... keep saying that word a lot, don't I? That could be useful in our new dome. Given that we could use the spire as housing and then look for everything else elsewhere. Although smart homes are probably what we want to do. Alright, let's go for that and we will see how they fit in with everything. More comfort, more AI, birth rate. Yep, that's what we want. We can always import more people if necessary. Alright. Can be traveling back. Number 2. Yep, we're just waiting on resources. Automated off. Exports on.
Dust storm approaching.
Okay, so this will be an interesting turn of events to see how this all goes. Let's make sure that we have... You know what? I think we're going to tell our little... Where is he? Not the RC commander. Oh, transport. Yep. We're going to get you to pick up a bunch of metal. And say how much? Probably what? 5, 10, 15. Let's just... Okay, so 20 is the maximum. Yeah, load all and exit. That will do. And we'll see how much they can bring us. And we'll just drop them all off here. Finish off this little section. And when that drone hub gets completed, we'll no longer have to ferry things all around. Alright. Let's bring you here. And we will unload resources right there. Just do the metal. That should be fine. Okay. And then we will get you to... You know what? We should probably just tell you to unload the resources there. Oh, no. Come on. Back to what we're doing. Thank you. I need to click off that first. And we will install a power switch right there. Nice and easy to find, right on the first corner, I guess. And that should provide us with... Oh, would you look at that. Drone hub. Wonderful. Right, now what's going on over here? Our water production has stopped because our storage is full. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and fix that. We could make a rock formation made out of rocks. You know what? That's probably not a... Do they do us any benefit? Not yet. Alright, fine. We'll just go to infrastructure. Which one is it in? Hello? Storage. Haha. There we go. Just gonna litter this little area. That's okay.
Research complete.
Power is still complete. Okay, micro... Alright, so let's go for... Archaeology. Be good. Suitable living for many. Yeah, you know what? Let's give that a... I really would like to take the plasma cutters, but since we're getting to work on our new dome, we may as well see if we can fit it with all of the coolest little things. No, we can also probably turn you on. Got enough power? How much are you creating? 7.8. Bother. Oh well, turn that back off. Oh, sanity breakdown. Ruh-roh. Okay, after suffering a sanity breakdown, the victim ran to the hatch of the dome, quickly put on a spacesuit and hijacked a rover. Show me the enemy, important Joe, and I'll bring it fury. Clearly, Amory Anard wants you to name a target. Okay. Well, if only we were a psychologist, we could tell them to think happy little thoughts. Do we tell them to calm down? We probably don't want to get them to charge at a dome nor another building. We should, as hilarious as this is, we do need to make sure everybody lives. So let's just see if we can calm them down. No, I'm awaited in Valhalla, laughing maniacally. The colonist forces the rover into the Red Desert. Hours later, you track the colonist's whereabouts by the signal beacon of the spacesuit. There you find Amory Anard sitting atop the rover's frozen debris, ashamed of the maniacal behavior, but still fine. Okay, so we've lost a rover. That is our RC commander? Oh, that's rude. Well, the good news is we can probably fix that. Alright. Since we are... You know what, we have enough power. The leak isn't too much of an issue. Alright, let's get the accumulator up and running. And the surface area is good. That's all working. We're waiting on polymers. Ah, yes, we did not consider the polymers, did we? Right, so we need a new depot, polymers, and place you yonder. Alright. And you know, we should probably limit some of these things, but it won't be too much of an issue. Yeah. Alright, so we have metals, concrete, and polymers to go. Alright, well the concrete's no big deal, as it's right on the concrete. Metals are still getting ferried. Alright, let us see. Can we get the RC transport to move interact? Okay, can we tell them to bring the specific resources necessary? Probably not. Okay, so let's tell it to load. No, actually no. We will go to a transport route. We'll click here. We'll say polymers, and we'll send them here. Alright, and then once they drop those off, we will manually tell him to stop and see. So that should give us a nice little stockpile of what we need and then some, and then we can probably do the same for metal, and that should be all that's necessary. Alright. Are you going, little friend? Unloading? Okay. Now we will tell you to collect some metal, and we will tell you about to unload it right back here. I do think we have a metal. Yeah, I think that was in range. We will find out. Okay. And how are we going for oxygen and things? We have 14 souls, 21 souls, more power than we know what to do with. Yep. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, we need more electronics. Okay. I had not thought of those either. So let's add that, electronics, and we will put that next to the polymers. Alright, so what we need is desired amount of probably 5. Yeah, that seems reasonable. We add maybe 10. And we shall also do another 10 food. We're going to say we'll probably keep a couple of days worth, so let's make it 30. And we will also go for another 15 in polymer. Hey, hang on a second. We have multiple polymer depots. How? Okay, well, clearly I do not pay enough attention. Let's say goodbye to you. And there is our little robot getting what we want. Alright. Cancel any more. Alright, so we have electronics, machine parts, polymers. We need basic metal. Now, let's just quickly check. What is this? This is a universal depot. Yeah, you know what? We're going to tank that. We are not using it. And we will place in a proper metals deposit. There we are. And we will set that to the desired amount of 20. I think that is a fair and safe call. Alright, how much else do we need? We still need a bit more of everything. Alright, that should go alright. Requires 300 to get going. That's okay. That should be charging at a rate of 50. This is all going well. All going well. Now, let's just double check. We have electronics here. Too far from the drone commander. Right, that's right. We need to find our poor little drones that have been abandoned. Where are our little fellows? You there. Capacity at full. Can't we make him fix? Has been destroyed. Salvage for materials. Oh, okay. That's kind of the worst. Alright, well, we might as well pick that up. I was really hoping we would be able to fix that. Okay, well, we're going to go back to Earth and we should order a new one. But I think we might do that in the new one. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.